So we're gonna get started with some of our power ups. So let's scoop forward in your chair. I want you to bring your posture up tall. And we're gonna start with coming down, leaning forward, power up, stretch your arms back, fingertips are nice and wide. Let's do this 10 times. And I'm gonna have you count these with me. As we count them, let's name the months of the year. So count out loud with those months at home with me as we do it. So we'll come down and I'm gonna say January. Each power up will name a month. February. March. April. May. June. July. August. September. October. November. And last one, December. So I'm gonna have you reach for the back of your chair. We're gonna twist and hold. You can put your opposite hand to your knee to help you push into that stretch. Let's hold this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reach for the back of your chair on the other side. Use your hand to brace at your knee and still try to keep your posture up. So we'll hold for 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's move into some of our power twists. So we'll start with arms wide, and we're gonna do that same twist or trunk rotation, like you're reaching for the back of your chair again, and then opening, and we'll twist to the other side. Each time trying to rotate a little bit further. Count with me at home. Why don't we count these by threes, and we'll go to 30. So this will be 3, open, 6, open, 9, open, 12, open, 15, open, 18, open, 21, open, 24, open, 27, open, and 30. Good. Bring one knee up to your chest. We're gonna hold it here to stretch, and let's do some ankle rolls while you're holding. Let's do 5 ankle rolls in one direction. And switch, rotate your ankle in that opposite direction. Go ahead and switch legs, bring that leg down, bring your other leg up to your chest, and we'll do some ankle rotations. Rotate that ankle in a big circle. And switch directions, rotate it the other way around. Perfect. We're gonna move into our power rock. So for the power rock, we're gonna lean down onto one leg, reach your arm up and across, and you can't really see, I'll bump my camera down, but you're gonna extend that leg as you reach. So reaching up and across, stretch that leg out, reset back in the middle, and reach to the other side. My fingertips are wide, looking up at your hand to try to extend through your neck too. Let's do 10 here. Why don't we count out by 5s and count out loud with me at home? 5. Pause in the middle. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. 40. 2 more. 45 and 50. All right. So we're gonna do a lot of boxing moves today. So we're gonna start with a boxing warm-up. We're gonna alternate with some jabs forward. So just punching straight forward, alternating one arm and then the other. That's the move. But when we do several of these in a row, I want you to put a lot of power behind it. Really put some oomph behind it. I'm going to have you count by fives as you count for these two. We're going to go all the way up to 100 with our jabs forward. So this will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. The next punching move we're going to do is a cross. So punching across your body. And I want you really to think about rotating your shoulders to help you, and so that you get your power, not by how hard you push with your arm, but by rotating your shoulders across. So as we do those cross punches, I'm going to have us count up by tens. When you get to 100, we're going to start going backwards and count backwards by tens all the way back down to 10. Ready? So we're going to do those alternating punches, one side to the other. So this first one will be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now backwards, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Perfect. And then our last boxing move that we're going to focus on today is an uppercut. So using a lot of oomph, kind of like you're scooping your arm underneath. So let's alternate with these. Let's count up by threes. So we'll go up to 60, alternating side to side, trying to get a lot of power with it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, and 60. Perfect. So now we're going to do some combinations together. We're going to work a little bit on coordination with those different boxing moves. So the first sequence that I want you to do, I'm going to start with my right hand. So if it's a reflection to you, that may be your left, is going to be a cross, cross, uppercut, jab. So those are those same moves that I'm going to have you sequence. So let's do that same pattern again. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Okay, we're going to repeat that a few more times. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Do it one more time. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Perfect. Now I want you to try to coordinate it as you're doing a march. So it'll look like this. I'm going to march and punch. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. So I'm marching with my opposite leg that I'm punching with. So we're adding a whole other level to that. Why don't you try that with me? Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Perfect. Let's do that a couple more times. Cross, cross, uppercut, jab. And again, cross, cross, uppercut, jab. Perfect. New pattern for you. We're going to take away the marching and we'll just do the pattern again. This one is a jab, uppercut, cross. So try that again with me. Jab, uppercut, cross. Let's do it a couple more times to practice it, and then we'll put it into a pattern. Jab, uppercut, cross. Jab, uppercut, cross. Okay, so now I'm going to have you repeat that pattern, but each time alternate what hand is leading first. So after I started with my right hand, I did my jab, my uppercut, and cross. And now I'm going to repeat it over, but I'm going to start with my left hand. jab, uppercut, cross. So each time you do those 3 punches, lead with your other hand first. We're going to repeat that a few more times through, probably 10 times in total. So the same 3 moves, jab, uppercut, cross. Ready? Jab, uppercut, cross. Now switch arms, jab, uppercut, cross. Switch, jab, uppercut, cross, 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 jab, uppercut, cross. Do 2 more, jab, uppercut, cross, jab, uppercut, cross. Should we add some marching with it? Same thing, let's try to alternate what hand is leading first. And if this is a challenge enough for you to coordinate it as is, don't worry about adding the march, totally up to you. So we'll do a few more times with the march with your opposite leg. So we have jab, uppercut, cross, jab, uppercut, cross, jab, uppercut, cross, jab, uppercut, cross, jab, uppercut, cross. Do 1 more, jab, uppercut, cross. Well done. Next pattern is going to be back to 4. It is a jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Try that with me. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. We'll try that pattern. We'll repeat it a few times now. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Do it 1 more time. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Now I want to switch and lead with your other hand first. Same pattern, but now you're alternating hands. Switch to the other side. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. I didn't switch hands. Let's try that again. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. So same thing, we're using that other hand first now. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut. 1 more. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. So now I'm going to have us do 2 leading with 1 hand first, 2 leading with the other hand first, and we'll repeat that twice. So leading, I'm going to start with my right hand. Right hand first, 2 rounds through, then left hand first 2 times through, back to leading with the right hand, and then back to leading with the left. But it's the same pattern. And if you are thinking, hey, I just want to keep my same hand that I'm leading with, that is great too. So we're going to do that pattern 8 times in total. Ready? Jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Now switch hands. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Switching hands. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut, jab, cross, jab, uppercut. And again switch. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Last time. Jab, cross, jab, uppercut. Well done. 1 more crazy pattern to do. This is going to be an uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. 5 boxing moves. So try that with me again. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. All right. We're going to keep trying that pattern. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. Do that 2 more times. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. Well done. You know, I'm gonna have you switch hands now. So now leading with the other hand, same pattern. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. 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 One more. Uppercut, cross, uppercut, jab, jab. Perfect. So now that we got our boxing moves down, we're gonna jump into our intervals. So we're gonna use a lot of these boxing moves during our intervals today. So I'm gonna use my hand weights for the next couple exercises. So if you have some hand weights free, go ahead and find those. This first exercise, you can choose to do standing or sitting. But I'm gonna alternate basically between doing a boxing move and doing a march. So I'm gonna change my boxing move each time. So I'll explain. My first move is gonna be an uppercut, uppercut, and then I'm gonna do 2 marches, trying to lift my knee up as high as I can. And now I'm gonna, instead of doing an uppercut, I'm gonna do a jab. Then I'll do a jab, jab, march, march. And then my last boxing move is a cross, cross, march, march. So then I'll repeat that. 2 uppercuts, then back to the marches. Then I'll do my jabs, march, and then cross. So we're doing 2 boxing moves and then 2 marches, but you're rotating through what boxing move you're gonna do. So that's our first exercise. The second one is gonna be sitting actually, and I may actually have a pretty good view. So this is gonna be holding a knee straight out in front of you. I'm gonna keep this leg straight. And with one of my weights, I'm gonna pass it below both legs or even just below one. And then either up overhead or I'll pass it in front of myself. So pass the weight under your legs and keeping one leg straight out in front, holding that knee straight and passing it up overhead. Okay? So that is our round 2. And then our third one is going to be with my dumbbells. I'm drawing an X. So I'm starting with my hands out in front of me. I'm pulling the weights away in one direction and I'm pulling the weights away in the other direction. Squat, repeat. X, X, and squat. Okay? So that's our third exercise. We have 3 that we're going to rotate through with these intervals. We're going to do 1 minute on and 30 seconds off. We'll repeat it twice. At any time, if you need to take a longer break than 30 seconds, take your time, but we'll take a longer water break after we work our way through those intervals. Okay? And any of these you can do sitting or you can choose to do them standing. So we're gonna get started with our first minute here. This is our 2 punches and then our 2 marches. I'm gonna start my timer. So first I'm doing my uppercut, uppercut, march, march. Now my jabs, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march. Now I get to repeat it. Uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march. If you get the pattern, you can go faster than me. Once you got it, see if you can pick up your speed. Jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march, uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march, uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march. Take a break. You have 30 seconds to rest. Our next exercise is going to be sitting. And you'll just need 1 weight for this. About 15 seconds to get ready. And then we're going to do the second exercise. I want you to try to keep your posture tall And then go ahead and get ready to straighten one knee out in front of you. You're gonna keep this leg straight and let's begin. Pass the weight under your legs and then up overhead. Try to keep that leg up, keeping your knee as straight as you can. When we're halfway through, I'll tell you and we'll switch legs and lift the other one. But we're tightening this quad muscle. Try to keep your knees super straight as you pass that weight. All right, switch knees, straighten the other leg out in front of you. And we're back to passing that weight. Keep that knee straight. Don't let your ankle start to sag. 15 seconds to go. Keep it up, keep that knee high, keep that leg up. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Go ahead and come back when you're ready into standing. But we have 30 seconds to rest and catch our breath. This is our third exercise, which is that X that we're drawing with our hands, and then a squat. If you're seated, you can do that same X, and then a glute set, squeezing your bottom muscles. All right, let's begin. So I'm drawing that X with my hands, I'm holding my weights, and then squat. X, keeping my elbows straight as I do it. This is working on our back posture muscles. At any time, if your arms are feeling heavy, you can just drop the weights and do it with just the weight of your arms. You are halfway done. "15 seconds to go, keep it up. All right, take a break. So we have 30 seconds to rest, and then we're gonna repeat those exercises one more time through each of them. Looking really good. So we're going back to that mark, the 2 marches and the 2 boxing moves. Once you get the pattern, feel free to go at your own pace and see if you can go faster. Here we go. Uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march. Now repeat. Uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march, uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march, uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march, uppercut, uppercut, march, march, jab, jab, march, march, cross, cross, march, march. Good. Take a break. 30 seconds to rest. We're doing our seated exercise next. You're just going to use one hand weight for this one. This is our knee extension, trying to keep your knee straight while you pass that weight under your leg and then either out in front of you or up and overhead. About 5 seconds to get ready. Go ahead and bring that knee out in front of you. Keep this leg straight. We're passing the weight under and then up and overhead. So really try to keep that knee super straight. Don't let it start to bend, but we want to keep it straight, keeping that quad muscle nice and active. Let's switch legs. Now keep that other knee straight and keep passing that weight under and then up and overhead. Looking good, 15 seconds to go. Five seconds. And rest. Good work. One more exercise of this circuit. We're going back to standing to do our X's with our squat. Still about 10 seconds to get ready. Then we'll take a water break after this. All right, let's begin. So make your arms into that X, keeping your elbows straight, and then squat. X and squat. Looking great, just over halfway done, or just under, I should say. Fifteen seconds. All right, take a break. So go ahead and grab some water. We're done with that first circuit. So while you're taking your water break, I'm gonna start to explain the next few exercises for our circuit, but you don't have to join me yet. So feel free to stay seated, enjoy your water. We are going back to the marches that we were doing during the first interval, but instead of sequencing the march after them, we're gonna march with the boxing move this time. So it's the same punches that you just did, but I'm gonna march with it. So I'm doing the uppercut, uppercut, jab, and march. So I'm marching with my opposite leg, and then cross, cross. You could also do that boxing sequence seated. So then the next one we're gonna do is either, if you're staying seated, it's gonna be a forward weight shift where you're leaning forward to try to unweight your hips, but not fully standing, and then coming to a row. Or doing a forward weight shift to stand, and then doing a row back. So the idea is that as you're standing up or doing your forward weight shift, think about throwing your arms out to help you shift that weight forward. So I'm throwing my weight forward, and as I stand up, I come into a row. Or if you're seated, I'm just gonna throw my weight forward and then sit back and do that shoulder blade squeeze. So that is our second exercise. And then our third one, we're gonna do our boxing moves plus a power move. So I'm gonna do 2 crosses, cross, cross, and then I'm gonna step out to the side and punch, like I'm doing a power step. Cross, cross, and then I'm gonna do it to the other side of the side. Step and punch, like I'm stepping over a high obstacle. I'll show that again. Cross, cross, power step and punch. Cross, cross, power step and punch. If you're seated, it looks the same, except you're doing that step from a sitting position. So finish up your last sip of water, and then let's get started for this second circuit. Same pattern, 1 minute on, 30 seconds off. 2 rounds through. Looks like most people are ready. So I'm gonna get us started with our first minute. Remember, for all of these, you can do them sitting or standing, either way. Ready? Let's begin. So I'm doing my uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab, cross, cross, and I'm marching with each punch. So once you get the pattern, go at your own pace. I'm not going to call it out this time, but you can still follow along with me. Looking good. So thinking about what comes next. What's that next boxing move that I have to do? More than halfway done. Five seconds. Perfect. Take a break. 30 seconds to rest. We're going to move into either that forward weight shift or your sit to stand with a row. So catching our breath, we have about 15 seconds left, and then we'll begin our second exercise. All right, and here we go. So forward weight shift or come fully to stand, then we're gonna do a row. And sit down nice and slow, no plopping. Forward weight shift to row. I'm gonna have you squeeze your elbows back if you're doing a row behind you. Exactly, you guys look great. Well done, halfway done already. Remember, if you're staying seated, you'll just do the forward weight shift part. Weight shift forward, and then row. This is your option if you're staying seated. 15 seconds to go. Three, two, and one. Well done. 30 seconds to rest, and then we have our final exercise. It's going to be that cross, cross with a step out and punch. That's what it looks like seated, or you can do it in standing. Each time I'm going to alternate what leg I'm stepping with. 10 seconds to get ready. This is our third exercise of our circuit. Y'all ready? Let's begin. Cross, cross, power step and punch. Cross, cross, power step and punch. Once you get that pattern, see if you can pick up your speed. Well done, halfway there. Ten seconds to go. Perfect. Take a break. 30 seconds to rest. We're going to repeat those exercises one more time through. And then that is the last bit of our high intensity interval training today. So you got 3 more of those exercises. 10 seconds to get ready. We're going back to our coordinated march and punch. All right, let's begin. Set uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab, cross, cross, 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 uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab, cross, cross. You're more than halfway. Uppercut, jab, jab, cross, cross, uppercut, 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 uppercut. Perfect. Take a break. 30 seconds to rest. We're doing our forward weight shift or our full sit to stand to row. Really thinking about throwing your weight forward, leaning further forward to help you with that shift you need to do to stand up. About 10 seconds to get ready. And let's begin. Forward weight shift, either to a full stand, or I'm just doing my forward shift and then row. If you're sitting, this is your option. Try to lean forward to unweight your hips. Good. Or you can come to a full stand each time. Looking good. Halfway there. Ten seconds to go. And rest. All right. 30 seconds to rest. We have one more exercise. Last interval exercise today. About 10 seconds to get ready. This is our 2 crosses and then that side power step with a punch. Let's begin. Cross, cross, step and punch. Cross, cross, power step. Try to lift that foot high. Cross, cross, step, cross, cross, step. Good work, everybody. Last interval minute of work. Really try to up your intensity. How hard can you punch? How high can you lift your knee? How quickly can you go? Twenty seconds to go. All right, take a break. Well done. So we're done with our weights. Grab some water. We're gonna move into our power moves on our floor mats once you're ready, but take a break, grab some water, rest for a moment. The weather has been so beautiful the past few mornings with the cooler temps. I hope that you're able to get out and walk a little bit. So these power moves we're going to do on our stomachs today in prone. But you can also do them sitting in your chair if you're not comfortable getting up and down from the ground. If you know this position bothers your back, a great modification is to put a pillow under your stomach. That'll take off a bit of pressure. Let's see, I'm at an angle here. But I encourage you, even if you're not going to get on the ground to do them with us today, try them in your bed. It's a great way to work on some of your posture muscles. All right, let's see if I can. So finish up your water, make your way down to the ground if you're not there yet. I will remind you of the seated version as we're going through too, if you need a reminder. So make your way down. Looks like most of us are there. So our first power move is our power up. So as a reminder, I'm going to start with my arms out to the sides and my chest down. And I'm going to push through my hands to bring my elbows in and raise my chest up. But I don't push up through my elbows. My elbows stay down on the floor. This is our power move. I see some dogs are getting excited about us being down on the ground. If you're sitting, as a reminder, you're sitting in your chair, leaning forward, and then stretching your arms back wide as you come up. All right, let's get started with this power move. Let's count backwards from 10. We'll do 10 of them. So let's start with your chest down. Power up, this is 10. Down, 9. Power up. Down, 8. Down, 7. Down, 6. Down, 5. Down, 4. Down, 3. Down, 2. And 1. So this is our starting position for our next couple. Our next power move is the power rock. So I'm going to stay in this position with my elbows braced. I'm going to reach over and across with one hand, reset back in the middle, and then reach over and across to the other side. If you're seated, you're doing the same thing, reaching up and across and then stopping in the middle. Why don't we count up by 2s this time? We'll go to 40. I want to do 10 on each side. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, halfway, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. All right. Our next power move is our power twist. So there's a couple steps to this one. As a reminder, we're going to tuck one arm underneath your elbow to roll on your side. And you're going to bend your top knee up so that you open as far back as you can before this knee lifts. And then back together. And then I'm going to roll back on my stomach and roll to the other side. I'll tuck my arm through, roll onto my side with my knee bent up. Then I'm going to open that arm back and then back onto my stomach. As a reminder, if you're sitting, we did this in the warm-up, your arms start wide, you're going to turn to clap and open. So let's just do 10 in total of this one. There's more steps to it. So let's start by tucking one arm underneath, roll onto that side, bend your knee up, and we're going to open that one arm behind you, stretch back as far as you can, and then hands back together and back on your stomach. That's 1. Now let's do the other side. Tuck through, bend that knee up, and open. That's on 2. Back onto your stomach. Tuck your arm through. Bend that knee up. Open. 3. Tuck through onto your side and open. That's 4. Tuck through onto your side. Stretch open. 5. Tuck through. Bring that knee up. Open. 6. Tuck through. Roll onto your side. Open. 7. Tuck through. Bend that knee up. Open. 8. Tuck through. Roll onto your side. Open. 9. Last one. Tuck through. Bring that knee up. Open. And 10. Good. Last one we're going to do is our power step. So we're starting from this start position here. And we're going to bring our arm out and back in. Out and back in. And if you're seated, you're doing that with your leg, stepping your leg out and stepping your leg back in. Let's do 20 in total, 10 on each side. And why don't we count up by 5s as we do this? Ready? Last power move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Well done. Let's go ahead and take our time getting up from the ground and make your way back to your chair. We'll do a few minutes of cool down here. All right. So people are making their way. Grab a sip of water and we'll finish with some stretches today. Looks like we're 80% there. I'm gonna go in a few more seconds. Once you're here, you can just kind of start to gently do some neck rolls, head side to side, while we're waiting for the rest of the crew to get there. And start to loosen things up. Oh, looks like most of us are there now. So I'm going to have us start with a shoulder stretch. So let's bring one arm across your body, hold the other one close towards you. And let's hold this here for 10. While you're doing this, you can do some wrist circles, loosen up the wrist too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring one knee up to your chest. Let's hold it here. You can do some ankle circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch legs. Bring your other leg up towards your chest. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now go ahead and straighten one of your legs out. Keep your legs straight, and we're going to bend forward at your hips to stretch your hamstring. Just kind of leaning forward is enough to add that stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Keep that knee straight, bending forward at your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now go ahead and bring that leg up across your lap. If this is too hard, you can keep your bottom leg straight and keep your leg lower if it's hard to get it up into this position. And we're going to use our hand at our thigh to push your thigh down. And again, we're leaning forward. We'll hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch, bring the other leg up. Cross that foot over your knee. I'm pushing down at my thigh and leaning forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm going to have you clasp your hands together in the front and round out your upper back. I'll show you from the side what it looks like. So I'm rounding out my shoulders like you're pushing, pulling your hands away. Hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now bring your hands behind your back. Pull your arms down to push your chest up. Stretch that chest forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kind of in that same manner, we're going to use the back of our chair as a pivot point. I'm going to have you cross your arms over your shoulder and keeping your chin tucked. So I don't want your neck to go way back. We're going to do a lean over the back of our chair to kind of get a stretch over where the top of the chair is. So I'm using that as my pivot point to get a stretch in my upper back. But keep your chin tucked so that your neck isn't hanging way back. Let's do 5 of those nice and slow. Lean back over the back of the chair till you feel a good stretch and come forward. Lean back, stretch. This is a great one you can do and adjust your place on it if you do this later. So you can scoot down further in your chair to get a stretch on your upper back. Here's what I found. Perfect. And then lastly, let's stretch our neck. So bring your ear to your shoulder. Gently pull with one hand. This hand can tuck behind your back. Let's hold here for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Well done today, everyone. Really nice to be here and exercise with you. And I hope you have a great rest of your week.